and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Houston Texans. With that, let's head over to the space city of Houston. Standing by at NRG Stadium, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as their loss snapped a 4-game winning streak.
Yo. What's going on?
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. A shotgun snap for Watson. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This is taken at the 15. A spin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it. As long as he's exhibiting some leadership, That's what he's trying to accomplish.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The numbers for him from a week ago: 4 catches, 75 yards.
And he's number 6 in the league in receiving yards, and he plays for his team first. But he also, in the back of his mind, he's thinking, if I can get to the top 5, that might affect his bonus in his contract.
Open man right side is Shark. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Wide open receiver complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll toss it to Coleman. Spins by. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
From the gun, Blankenship. And he fends him up. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because
under pressure again, and down he goes again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now the first carry here for Tom Gurley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Watson on 3rd down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and wearing all off.
Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Buying time to his left. And he will have a touchdown. Deshaun Watson, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play. All the way to the end.
As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 23 yards on the play.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down. Blankenship. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Come on, man.
Well, too much oomph. Too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. the Texans set to come onto the field. Now, they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone, and with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays, eat up chunks of yardage, and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Back 22! Back 22!
Now a handoff for Gurley. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line, I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up.
And he can't get away. Gurley couldn't escape it, and that's going to be a safety. Well, they're going to have some space here on the free kick.
You're exactly right about that. They just wish that they could have the free kick and not give up the 2 points.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully punts.
What the fuck kind of throw was that? Blanky okay.
This
yeah, man, I dig it.
As they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking
made that throw 100 times.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Flushed out right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Back to throw.
Come on, man.
The linebacker, Zach Cunningham.
Man, come on.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling.
I mean, I know that's a little long,
you and
but
I often
all right,
talk about
fuck
an
it.
offense's ability to keep a defense off balance
Keep
with
the
what they're
passes
doing.
short.
I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Okay,
and
can't throw short passes either.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had
Wide
much
open.
success on the scoreboard. The Eagles on 3rd down.
Dude, the wind
They've hit
is
2
not
for 4
blowing that
thus
hard.
far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Blankenship.
What
And
the
that
fuck?
is it.
Come on, Madden.
Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just
Are you
continued
fucking
there with that
kidding me?
incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now.
3 fucking plays in a row. The nigga's wide open, and he just throws this shit like nowhere near the nigga.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
Get down there, get down there.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Bullshit, man.
The Texans offense.
No, this shit is fucking it has a narrative. Made me fumble. I haven't been fumbling this whole fucking season. This one game. I mean, I fumbled on so many fucking plays against the Panthers nigga, and he won 7-10. 10-7. My quarterback fumbled it, running the ball. He fumbled it. Not even on the handoff on the center, taking it from the center to try to hand it off to the motherfucker. He fumbled. I'm like, what? Come on, man. What kind of shit is this? The receivers fumbled. 2 different receivers fumbled. The running back, the quarterback fumbled, running the ball.
And
and fumbled it, just taking it from the center. I'm like, yeah, that's. And then the story was all the turnover shit again. You know, the Eagles couldn't overcome the turnovers.
See the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Okay. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Kind of a muddle.
It was about 5. I fumbled about 5 times. I don't think, and I only ran the ball with the running back twice. No. Yeah, all the way up to the third quarter. Yeah, I'm playing the computer right now. And they just, I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, this team is good, but the niggas is wide open. Wide open. He just can't get it to him.
From the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Not even giving them a chance there. I mean, if the ball gets there, they'll probably drop it anyway, the way they're playing right now.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And he comes back with one complete.
Breaking all kind of tackles, getting extra yards and shit. I mean, which is fine. I'm used to that. But this nigga throwing is way off.
This rookie receiver, we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Throwing again is Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
On first down, it's Gurley. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They begin the drive with Coleman. Look at the spin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On first and 10, Blankenship eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Back to throw.
Oh, come on, block, motherfucker. Damn, that was a perfect fucking play.
Get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, Blankenship. Open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Come on.
11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
To the right and complete to Galladay. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriots.
Here's Coleman on the toss. Down to the 25. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Blankenship. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally,
I
you
heard
check out
about
a
it.
little
I
bit.
forgot.
Give
I
him a
heard
lot of
about it
credit
a
for
while ago. I
bouncing back.
forgot what it was.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of money. But how many years? Like, that's crazy.
Elliott now to kick this one away.
I guess they rolling with the kid.
This will be taken
Obviously.
in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there.
He'd have 2 Super Bowls if they'd have just ran the goddamn ball.
Interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's able to plow forward out to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is...
That's the kind of shit I be waiting for niggas to do on Madden. I be waiting for that shit. I'm always in the zone when I get that close to some, because especially when I'm down and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all I got. So I'm waiting for you to do some dumb shit. The nigga I was just playing the other day, the Panthers nigga, he did some dumb shit. He just didn't turn over and pan out for me. You know what I'm saying? He didn't turn the ball over, but all the way up until the end of the game, he was doing some dumb shit.
And this will go as
doing tosses and shit. It's a 3-point game. Yeah, I mean, it's like 40, 50 seconds, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But, nigga, that's dumb. I don't have no timeouts. Like, that's just whatever. No, actually, it was more than that. I took timeouts until they got to, like,
halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you at home as we take you around the NFL on this 20.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
It's like that, nigga.
This will be fielded at the 6.
I ain't playing around. I'm not trying to impress you or nobody that's watching. I'm trying to get the dub.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the 2nd quarter in Detroit. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. Jameis Winston, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman.
Why would he spin that way? But all right.
On the tackle, Tyrann
That's
Mathieu.
cool.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Thought it was my joystick that makes it happen, but this is a brand new joystick, so
that we used to play on, right,
no way that's the reason.
Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Oh yeah, my silver one did that. It be floating like a motherfucker.
Blankenship got his man complete over the middle. That's Lions. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Yeah, my silver one. The silver one, I just use that for as a remote, a TV remote, or sometimes GTA. But then it like you said, it be pulling. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I can't even do it because the sprint, you don't have to click in. The sprint on GTA is X. So I was kind of getting away with it, but
fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Elliott now to add the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
To throw on second is Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete.
I gotta stop doing that
bullshit.
That shit don't do shit. They don't do shit.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Adrian Amos with a pick, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Leopard! All right, now, look at 56.
Throwing on first down. Blankenship. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him.
They could not handle that, bro. They're taking the play out of my book.
In there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Coleman now. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
This is fucking stupid as shit, man. Like, come on.
At the 25-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and beat it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He's going deep for Brown. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Woo.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out.
And then I
but
got
a running game can really
turnover.
benefit your team right now.
And I don't know why I didn't think about this yesterday. It's because it should be 2 for $1. And I don't know if that. They didn't ask me that at McDonald's. I'm going to Hardee's, man. And they got a military discount. And the place is clean, and they treated me good. I'm fucking with Hardee's from here on out, man. 2 apple turnovers for $1. And they big as hell, way bigger than McDonald's shit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Blankenship.
Man, you drop another fucking pass like that, bitch.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. If they got you the football, gave you a great opportunity, you got to cash in and get some points.
I hate both of them bitches already.
To throw on 3rd down. Blankenship. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the gun on third, Watson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Another carry now for Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
What happened? Oh, wow.
They have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot.
Replay? So is that Roquan? Yeah, Roquan forced it. I don't even know if that's a fumble. That could be an interception. Yeah, that's a fumble.
Because of sacks, eventually something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the fumble recovery, Blankenship looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lions. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On first down, Blankenship. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. In for the score. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Eagles.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away.
One more apple pie left, I think.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this play.
Ooh, that's a dope play.
I just kept using it.
That play right there is perfect for a screen pass.
Second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Down. Green the line. Green the line.
From the gun, here's Watson. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. But that was well executed.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Out of the gun, Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Blankenship. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Patriot!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
That one complete. He finds Shark. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now they'll run it on the toss.
Go Birds.
Shifts by him at the 25. And inside the 20 before he's brought.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, this team is a 93 overall. My team is 91. It was tough for a minute there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
You know about that, rookie.
Go Pack Go.
See if I can spread these dudes out here a little bit.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he
SMHLOL.
get there, tackled down at the 1. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll go with the keeper. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there. And they
Mahomes is on the bench, man. I had to bench him for the...
knew they had to stop them on that drive,
but
when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
He ain't getting back in. Ever. That motherfucker gone forever after this season. He's gone.
He'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
5, motherfucker.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
I don't know. Get in there.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Watson now. From the gun, he'll throw.
No.
Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of